This is going to be fun. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 21st ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Kernstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action.
And the Gators will kick this away to get us going. Choosing to field this one. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Aggies offense comes on the field first today. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core.
Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
And the Aggies will have to kick this away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So Florida's offense comes out for their first possession today. Because we know this top quarterback is a confident guy, but talking to him, he's also well aware how good that edge pass rusher on the other side is.
He better be ready today. He's got great skill. We know what he's capable of doing, but this will be the best defensive end that he's faced all year with that kind of pass rushing ability. So he's going to have to maneuver around in that pocket to make plays.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The sure hands. It's Harvey. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
How about this, Chris? When was the last time we could talk about this happening? A throw to a fullback to pick up the 1st down. The defense completely forgot about it.
Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires into the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, and if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Using his legs. It's Spall. He's got the first and still going. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Gators are in the red zone now. Play action, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. End zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch here. Not even on a design QB run. able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Single back, takes the handoff.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. They get him down at the 41, but it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and the ability to accelerate upfield to pick up a first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
To throw, it's Reed. Short throw complete to the tight end. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
Breaks into the clear. Now here he goes. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Aggies.
This is a nice touchdown and a great play call. Just get this receiver in space and let him make people miss and use his speed to get to the end zone. That's what they did here, and it pays off.
Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner trying to create good field position here. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. A handoff to the back. They bring him down right at the 20.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
The game makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here comes a handoff. He's in the clear. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Sturdivant. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Baugh. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Takes the handoff again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Can he get there on the ground? Zero running room, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. He missed it, and the game is still tied up.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
On 1st down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Quick throw to his receiver. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback takes off now looking to scramble. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the first down by being athletic there and great awareness.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. What a catch! Brought down quickly, but it's a big gain through the air. Spot the ball at the 45.
A great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
The Aggies pick up enough for a 1st down here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Using his legs here. To the 25. They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Aggies come to the line with 1st and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action here on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Now it's 2nd down here. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, he breaks free. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Now they come out in that nickel package, and the move pays off, gives them an extra defensive back on the field, a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Off the play fake on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Brings up second down.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The ball is picked off. He can go. Out past the 30. At the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. He takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Extra point try coming now. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So it's first down, but then just kneel down before halftime here. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
The Aggies will kick it off to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Paul. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Now what they're looking for.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. To the air. It's Lagway. The receiver grabs it. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
That's how you do it. The receiver's able to get away from the first tackler, but not the second. Good job to bring him down and prevent that third down conversion.
The Gators will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. Hand off to the single back. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
It's third down for the offense. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made in space. Look out. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Keeping it on the ground here. Spins away from defenders. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Concepcion. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
That completion makes it second and medium. And the quarterback keeps it here. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down at the 17.
That's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Texas A&M has moved into the red zone now. On the run, it's Moss.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback still with the football. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. They'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring it down at the 16. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Defense is coming after him. Looking to scramble now. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. A handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route, and the gain just good enough for a first down. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They keep him guessing with a run. Not much on that play, brought down short.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He hauls it in at the 25, still running. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
And the Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Pass caught. Can he get in? The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw it. He's running out of time here. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14.
That makes the score. Texas A&M 28-14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Returner looking to create better field position. The returner is brought down. Gets you started with the next drive.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14.
And now the handoff. Runs through the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Grinding away with their running game. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Hit as he released it. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Catch made on the left side. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
They'll kick it away here. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. On first down, it's play action. Throws to the tight end. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, this is textbook defensive back play right here. He's in phase with the wide receiver. And the thing that I love, and a lot of defensive backs don't have the ability to do, he gets his head turned around, eyes on the quarterback to know when the ball's coming to allow him to knock it away.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. They get him to the ground, heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the marker.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
3rd down and a mile. Looking to throw for it. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game. And here's the handoff. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Using his legs, it's Moss.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
And they will trot out the field goal team here.
And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. The field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw.
Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but not the rush. It'll be a short loss.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Pulls it in. It's Wilson. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, that's a quarterback's dream, to have all the time in the world sitting back in that pocket. Allows him to scan the field and be able to find an open receiver without worrying about getting hit. And you can see what happens when they have that kind of time back there.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
1st down for the offense.
This one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
Oh, they came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.